What's happening, Hot Wheelers? Joe Motor back with you here, and it's time to finally do a little tribute to Johnny Lightning. As many of you know by now, Johnny Lightning is no longer going to be manufactured by Tomy, at least, so we're probably not going to see Johnny Lightning anytime soon, if at all. So I thought I would gather up some Johnny Lightnings I've been meaning to get and show you what I picked up over the last couple of weeks, and also want to thank all of you who watch and subscribe. I finally broke 100 subscribers, so I want to say thanks to all of you who've been checking out the videos. Appreciate it very much. So let's get right into it, shall we? I'm going to start off with some projects in progress, which is probably my favorite series from Johnny Lightning. I know it's a favorite of many of you as well. And we'll start off with this 78 Pontiac Firebird from the Playing Mantis era of Johnny Lightning, which is an older parent company and arguably one of the better parent companies of Johnny Lightning. 78 Pontiac Firebird. This is probably one of the more expensive ones I've picked up, but I thought I would show you just a quick overview of the package if you're interested, and then show you the car. I'll just show you a quick overview because I am going to crack these, and I'll probably do a little more in-depth look at them up close, but I just thought I'd show you the amazing detail and little imperfections that make the Projects in Progress series so awesome. Just little details like different tires, rust stains, primer. This looks like it's in the boneyard ready to be restored. This has got to be one of my favorites here. Show you the base too really quick just to give you an idea. All metal on metal. Some of them will have rubber tires. I believe this one has plastic tires. So there's your 78 Pontiac Firebird. Here is the 71 Plymouth Duster, also from the Playing Mantis era. And this one is a little bit weird. I'm not so sure about this front tire or front wheel here. It looks a little plasticky to me, but the rest of the piece is quite nice. This one has a black base. Do believe it's metal though. We'll have to verify that when we crack her open, but plastic tires, I believe. '71 Plymouth Duster. And then here is 55 Chrysler 300. It looks pretty much the same packaging as before, but now we're actually looking at an RC2 corporation. They're the next parent company of Johnny Lightning. You can see they pretty much kept everything the same, including the back. Pretty busy. It's RC2. Always had some other information and a list of some other cars in the series or other series. So here's our Chrysler 55 Chrysler 300. Beautiful aqua, kind of an aqua green, two-tone with the white on top and a white interior. Beautiful front grille with some rust there on the grille. And look at all these little rust stains all over the car, just amazing little details. No hubcaps on the tires, just white line tires there. Chrysler 300 logo in the back. Painted taillights with some more rust on the back. That's a beautiful piece right there. Here's a more standard metal base with rubber treaded tires. Sorry about the glare. We'll get a better look at these when they're out of the package, but just wanted to show you. 55 Chrysler 300. Here's another oldie, 1955 Chevy Nomad. Also from the RC2 era. RC2. Look at all that stuff on the back. I kind of thought this earlier packaging wasn't so great. It was a little busy, a little too much information for me. Got a little better when learning curve took over, which we'll take a look at in a second. But here's the 55 Chevy Nomad, up close and personal. This one's got kind of a rusty orange look going to it with some other rust details, textured white top, black and gray primer front. Awesome vintage look there, old-timey. I think it says Bel Air on the back, actually. Chevy Bel Air. I guess the Nomad was a variation of the Bel Air. Let me know if you know the details on that. We have a green rear hatch here, some nice chrome detailing. Base here is also black. Looks like we've got plastic tires on that as well. Alright, so there's your 55 Chevy Nomad. Okay, then we have the 1970 Buick GS. Now this one is from the learning curve era, and you'll notice a difference in the packaging here. Notice how this is a wide cardboard with a plastic blister, and then we get a little thinner, a little more shaped and defined package here. Got a little bit snazzier and a little more minimal. As you see on the back, there's not a whole bunch of other stuff. It's just kind of plain Jane. We've just got the car that's in the package here. But still a lot of the same design elements. It looks just a little bit tighter, a little bit better in the design front. And it's all plastic, which, you know, if you keep your stuff in the package is a good thing, but if you want to crack them open, it's not such a good thing. But I really liked how they put this card art here, which showed kind of a design schematic of the car, kind of the intention of where the colors and all the details are going to go. And the lead designer there, Tom Zahorski. Would love to see an interview with him on what he thinks about all that. But so here's the Buick GS 1970 in white. Nice variation in the wheels. Got a yellow trunk with there's one red painted taillight. Nice looking car. And this one, see that uniroyal tire in the front, which is awesome. That looks so really amazing. Looks like it's got even some dirt on it, like it's been running around on the dirt. Don't know if you can see that or not. But the base is really peculiar on this. Look at that. Kind of an army green color. Kind of strange. Got rubber treaded tires though. So there's your 1970 Buick GS. And then here's a really cool, one of my favorites I think. This is a 1973 Chevy Caprice Wagon. This is also a Wicked Wagon, which is another series Johnny Lightning put out. So you'll find a bunch of Wicked Wagons that aren't projects in progress, but this one is kind of a double whammy. Also from the learning curve, we've got all plastic here. Here's the card art, the Wicked Wagon. And then here's the car. This thing is awesome. Look at that. Just amazing little details. We've also got a yellow rear hatch door there. But we got the wood side there. Love those details and the broken glass with that red X, kind of red tape there holding the window. And look at the dash. Look at those nasty details up there in the dash. Just incredible attention to detail on this piece. Really awesome. I'll show you the back. I don't think I showed you the back of the package on this one. If you want to read that, you can pause it. And then you also get a little peek of the car through the other side, which I thought was really cool. You can see both sides of the car and keep it in the package if you want, but we're going to be cracking that open. So this is the version of the Caprice Wagon on the boneyard, or as it's rolling into the shop. And then the next model is the same one if it was fully restored. Check that out. So this is the 73 Caprice Estate wagon. And it's actually from the Road Trip series, which is another really cool series done by Johnny Lightning. And it came with these sort of dioramas pieces, but they're obviously enormous. They're really too big. They're not to scale, so they're not that useful, but still kind of cool. And this is also from the learning curve era, but lots of text and information on the back there. See the car through the other side. But this one reminds me of the National Lampoon's Vacation station wagon. Just needs a little dog leash hanging from the bumper there. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. And if you watch the Houston Art Car Parade, they actually have a replica of that with the dog leash hanging off the back. It's pretty funny. I mean, it's not funny, but you know what I'm talking about if you've seen the movie. But so that's awesome. I can't wait to get these two side by side, cracked open, so you can see the boneyard version and the fully restored version there. Pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. Another series that was really popular with Johnny Lightning, Dukes of Hazzard. Dukes of Hazzard. And this is the General Lee, and there were several versions of the General Lee that got released. You can find them with the push bar, without the push bar. You can find one like that's been running through the mud, kind of a dirty version. And one from the newer series. So there's several versions of the General Lee, but I really like this one because it's from the very last release, R7, really 7 of the Dukes of Hazzard line, and it also comes with that particular release. All the cards had this design schematic, very cool looking card. I kind of like it, but can't go wrong with the General Lee. Just a very awesome car. Grew up watching the Dukes of Hazzard, so I had to have me one of those. And this is probably going to be the only one I don't crack open. I mean, the integration of the packaging and the car and everything is just too cool for me to crack. So that one's probably going to stay just like that. It's only one of 2750. And then here's a couple I saw on Hot Wheels Headcases channel. This is a 1970 Mercury Cyclone spoiler from the Classic Gold series, which is another amazing series that Johnny Lightning put out through the different parent companies. But this, again, is still learning curve brands. But here's the back, in case you want to check that out, if you want to. And then you can see the car through the back there, which is pretty cool. But what I love about this car is the interior, especially. Look at that cream textured interior, beautiful soft white, and then a two-tone effect with the dark dash and steering wheel. Just amazing detail that you don't see on the pegs at all these days, really. Nice flat black top, sparkly rock and roll blue with Uniroyal tires. Mercury Cyclones are one of my favorite cars. They just don't look like any other car. But Hot Wheels Headcase showed this one too. Rubber tires. And then one more that saw on Hot Wheels Headcases channel is this GTO from the Classic Plastics series, which is another really cool series they put out. And it's not because the car's plastic. This is actually metal on metal, but it was referring to the plastic model kits that you used to get back in the day. And as you can see here, it comes with this replica model kit collector box. But this is a 65 Pontiac GTO, and it's got this cool Sam's Salvage tampo there on the side. And again, Hot Wheels Headcase showed this before. Look at that rear, it's so nice. So I'm probably I will crack this, and I'll probably keep this box for a while because that's pretty interesting vintage collectible there. And you may be wondering, where's the Sam Salvage car? Didn't show it on the box. Well, it's on the bottom. So there's your model that comes out of the kit there. Very cool. Another neat series that Johnny Lightning put out. They put out so many of these really unique series that referenced different parts of car history and car culture and enthusiasts that no other company really did or is doing. This is an older one, RC2. And then final one here, thought I would, another fantastic series, the Demolition Derby series, but I thought I'd end appropriately on a White Lightning. Here is your 1967 Plymouth Fury from the Demolition Derby series. And just in case you don't know, the White Lightnings were sort of Johnny Lightning's version of treasure hunts, or the more hard to find or special cars. And they were indicated usually by two elements, usually white tires or a white interior, or a white base or a white under the hood. This one obviously has white tires and it says White Lightning. Not all of them said White Lightning, but some of them did. And you'll notice here the package is a lot smaller. We've got more of a Hot Wheels size card and a thin plastic blister here, but we're still with Learning Curve. So it looks like towards the end in 2009 or so, Learning Curve might have fallen on some hard times and decided to cut down on some of the costs and release some regular type of releases. As you can see here, it says 2 elements of a car are changed to create a White Lightning. But when Tommy took over Johnny Lightning, they continued with the small card back and the thin blister, but really the quality of the cars just kind of went downhill from there, continuing to go with plastic. I mean, they still did some cool castings. It was just not near as much detail and attention to all those things that made those earlier models really, really amazing. But this is still a fantastic piece, one of my favorite series from the Demolition Derby, so we'll definitely be cracking that White Lightning and adding it to the display case. But Demolition Derby was an awesome series. The Classic Gold was a favorite series, and Dukes of Hazzard obviously, but probably my favorite series was the Project in Progress. But anyway, I just wanted to show you a little sampling of some Johnny Lightnings I picked up recently. I want to give a proper send-off from Johnny Lightning, really an awesome die-cast car company. I hope they make a comeback, but if not, collectors I'm sure will keep the name alive. So thanks again all of you for watching. I hope you guys have a great holiday. I'll try to check back in with another video of all these cars cracked open and maybe some other finds if I'm able to. But in the meantime, like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.